Now, the Shine Appeal is just around the corner, and as you may know, it's a wonderful time of celebration, Thanksgiving, and a time to ask as well.
And yes, with our end of financial year appeal, we'll be asking for your prayers and support to help this ministry to keep broadcasting the good news and sharing the hope of Christ with families throughout our country.
Now, for those of you who may be new to the Shine family and haven't experienced a Shine Appeal before, well, you're in for a bit of a treat because there's lots of fun on the agenda and epic treats for viewers. Yes, I mean brand new premieres.
And to tell us all about it, we've got the head of Shine TV, Michael Brown, in the studio. Michael, big welcome.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have you in your own studio.
It's nice to be here with you.
Okay, the appeal. Can you just give us some dates and time frames on that?
So it's coming up Sunday week. So it's a 3-day special broadcast event, and it begins Sunday the 13th of March, and it's going to run over 3 nights. And as you mentioned, it is our end of financial year appeal. We do have a funding gap, $300,000 that we need to raise before the end of the financial year. The good news about that is, of course, is for every donation that you make, the Inland Revenue, as a not-for-profit, will give you a third of that back. So that is quite nice for some. But the main reason is those that support this ministry and keep it on air. But you did mention there are a few treats in there as well. Go ahead.
Now, Michael, I mean, it's a little bit different these days because pandemic and all that sort of thing. So normally you sort of invite a lot of people into the studio. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit different this year?
It will be. Normally we'd have a cast of almost thousands, not quite that many. So we'll have a smaller team in studio this year. And there are a few treats we talked about. So in addition to being our fundraiser, we're actually delighted to be able to premiere on the Sunday night the all-new Winkles the Heart Season 9. Can you believe it? 9 seasons, Cathy, of Winkles the Heart. And this is brand new. For the audience that have been calling us every week and saying, when's the next season coming? It is here, and we'll be airing it just 6 days after it premieres in the States. So you'll be one of the first people in the world or outside of the US to be able to see it. So that's a big deal, Sunday night. So we're looking forward to just theming the studio, having a little bit of a dress up, a few Mounties perhaps, characters.
Awesome.
And while we can't have our guests or viewers with us in the studio, we'll have the opportunity for viewers to be able to win some party packs so they can have their own Hearties parties at home as well.
Oh, fantastic. I love the celebration, especially around Winkles the Heart. A bit of dress-ups. Perhaps viewers could dress up.
Absolutely. Send us some photos. Look, viewers tell us, I mean, they just love the show. And I think just because it's just good programming that feeds the soul. It's, it fills a soul craving. You get to see people living their lives. I spoke with the producer of the show a few years ago, and he says, actually, it's rare these days that programs are produced that feed the soul craving. So I think, and that's why it's so popular, the way television used to be made a long time ago, good programming. And then we're pretty excited to be able to air it on Shine. And then the second night...
I was going to ask you that. That's
the Sunday
one
night.
announcement. Anything else up and
yes,
up your
so
sleeve?
the Monday night. So it's a double banger. We've got a very special treat. What might the next most requested program be? Sciential Delivered. Yeah. And for keen fans of Sciential Delivered, they will know that the cast and crew of Sciential Delivered have just made a brand new telemovie. So this is the latest and brand new Sciential Delivered movie, and it's called The Vows We Have Made. So the last one was called To the Altar, but this is just going to be just a wonderful... It's so new, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm really looking forward to the premiere of this movie as well. So, and those that love the show just know how wonderful the characters are as well. So 2 nights of great programming and a 3rd night of celebration. The Tuesday night will just be a real celebration here in the studio as we just, celebrate. I believe just seeing what God is doing through this ministry and the viewers who support it and make it possible.
I'm conscious there might be people watching that might be new to Shine and don't really, they're not familiar with fundraising and Shine, and why should Shine or why does Shine fundraise? Can you explain to that a little bit?
That's a great question. Shine is a part of the Rema Media group, has always been for those that listen to and watch it, and it's always been predominantly funded by the audience. This networks is made possible because of those who support it. We don't receive government grants. There are no large corporate backers. It's actually been kept on air. And Peter, you will know, and both you, Cathy, because you've been here since, right at the beginning, for more than 40 years, this organisation has been funded by those who believe in it. And Shine is coming up this year. We will later in the year we'll celebrate 20 years of Shine TV.
Amazing.
That's 20 years of Shine viewers saying, I believe in this mission. I've seen the impact that it can make in my community, both for myself and for those around me.
And I mean, the testimonies that come through, that's, for me, the appeals often, that's one of the highlights of hearing, because, we don't get a lot of feedback, but during the appeals, people really write in and contact us, phone us up and say, this is how you've really helped us. And some of the stories are very, very powerful.
Absolutely, and I just heard just in this week actually, one of the pastors of the churches we broadcast on Shine, Pastor John Fays from Legacy Church in Palmerston North, wrote, and he just wanted to say thank you so much for the opportunity to broadcast on Shine. And he's saying this coming weekend he has the privilege of marrying a couple who were introduced to his church through Shine, that they had just had a revelation sometime in the middle of the night to turn on to Shine, and in that moment had seen Pastor John speaking a message that impacted their life, and he's had the privilege to be able to journey alongside them. But Pastor John Fays from Palmerston North was just saying, thank you for the part that Shine has played in making that possible for this family and their journey. And I would say too, thank you to the Shine viewers who have part of that, making it possible. We have this theme for the appeal, it's called Anchored, and it's based in Hebrews 6, verse 19. We have this hope for the soul, sure and steadfast, and that hope is, of course, Jesus. And I think that's what we're just really excited about. Despite what we've been through these last 2 years, and it has been a lot, our hope remains anchored in Jesus, and we're really looking forward to celebrating that. There is the opportunity, you don't have to wait until next Sunday to give.
I was going to ask you that.
You can donate early, shinetv.co.nz. You know what, it would just be a huge blessing to us if people were to get on board early and say, actually, you know what, I'll do it now. I'll support my Shine for what it has meant in my life and for those that are around me as well. And it'd just be a huge encouragement, so by the time we come to the appeal, to have some who have been leaders and said, actually, you know what, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to get in there now and support Shine.
Oh, it's wonderful. Really looking forward to it. And like you say, Michael, you can get in early and sit back and enjoy the appeal.
Absolutely.
Sounds a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it. So thank you, Michael. It is shinetv.co.nz. That's the website to support your Kiwi Christian television channel. Really excited, looking forward to that next weekend, but you can get involved now.